In 2019, you have certain standards when it comes to new releases. And not just new releases, but AAA releases. Gearbox Software and 2K Games have been involved in so many situations since the announcement of Borderlands 3 that I do not think anyone expected the release to go smoothly, but it has been one of the most bizarre and flawed game launches ever, possibly. I know that Fallout 76 was heavily flawed, but nothing surrounding Borderlands 3 has been positive. The first problems, besides the fact that it was made a timed Epic Game Store exclusive, was the review process and how strange it was. 2K Games decided to only give a handful of review copies to select outlets and YouTubers, saying that it was due to security reasons, but they did not even give those people review copies. Let's be honest, the only security they are concerned about are positive reviews being secured. They decided to give these people access to a special Epic Games Store account that had access to the game. A broken, unfinished version of the game. They did not even have access to the retail copy of it, but a version that was from a few months prior. Or was it? The reviewers that were lucky enough to receive a review copy said in their reviews that they did not want to discuss the bugs and issues because it was an early version of the title. They expected those things to be gone in the retail version of it, but most of the problems still seem to be consistent in the retail version. It seems all to be a big ploy. The version that was given to these people seems to be very, very close, if not the same, that released just a few days ago. So they gave it a positive review because they looked past all of the problems they thought would be fixed. Now that the game has, of course, released, we can finally see the retail version that was conveniently reviewed by no one, and it is quite a shit show. The game itself has so many technical issues that it is so hard to believe it is a AAA release that has been in development for 3 years, that people have been waiting for so many years. One problem players have been experiencing is losing all of their progress on the PC as a result of a corrupt game file, which some people have said is due to Epic's cloud saves, since when they activate the cloud saves, their progress is either wiped or reset to an earlier point. And this was actually something that happened to the person reviewing the game for Kotaku, saying that they ended up losing 6 hours of progress, forcing them to restart from scratch when playing and attempting to review the game. And I am glad that they mentioned that, but again, like I said, a lot of the reviewers did not mention a lot of technical problems they had because they expected them to be fixed in the product that normal consumers would be purchasing. Some of the other technical issues consist of stuttering and frame rate problems, and even if these problems are not intense or game-breaking, when these things happen, it is a problem because it is a shooter. It is a first-person shooter, and you need fluid gameplay, and it can become very annoying. Also, the menu screens are having problems with refreshing themselves continuously. There's HUD problems. I mean, there's just a lot. I do not know if this is really worse than Fallout 76, but this has to be very close in terms of technical issues. For a AAA release, this is unacceptable, and in every single review, even if it is positive, every player and reviewer has had some sort of problem, even if it is small. And to top it off, one of the problems that is bothering a lot of people is that you cannot go on the Epic launcher and complain about it, discuss it, or even see if others are having the same problems as you are, because there are no types of forums in the Epic store. They expect you to find somewhere else, like Twitter or Reddit, to discuss your problems, and people have gone as far as to go back on Steam and discuss it in the Borderlands 2 forums. Epic does not have reviews, user ratings, forums. None of that exists, and that is a huge problem. I personally did not purchase the title, and I definitely will not until at least some of these problems are fixed. If you are considering purchasing Borderlands 3, I would honestly recommend just waiting a few more weeks to see if they actually fix some of the problems, and just to see what they do, to make sure that they are not selling you a broken, unfinished product for full AAA game pricing. I just do not understand why they are gloating about the fact that this game sold pretty well when they sold you a broken, bug-riddled title. I just hope that they fix it so many people can enjoy the game. But if you did purchase Borderlands 3, let everyone know in the comment section down below your experience with it thus far. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.